y'all, welcome back to my channel. I think I gotta figure out some sort of intro, you know, something cute to say. That's not important. Anyway, I was gonna read y'all the second chapter of my book today, but to be honest with you, the Lord said not to. Not because the information is not for y'all, but because he's doing some things in the background and I don't want to mess that up. So I do want to talk to you about the chapter and kind of what's inside it without reading you word for word. You know, Find God is the second chapter, and what it's talking about, what I'm hello, are you well? This chapter starts off asking, do you actually know the God that you lift your hands up to and sing songs to and possibly sometimes cry, right, about when you are at church on Sunday morning? Do you actually know this God that you claim to follow and love and worship, trust with your life? And I think when we're talking about lukewarm believers, which is what I came out of, it seems to be trending. People are talking about lukewarm believers in more of a trendy way. What Revelations 12:11 says is that we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. My testimony is that I was a lukewarm believer. I was going to church. I was singing the songs. I was crying and falling out on the altar. I was doing so many altar calls. So many. The truth of the matter is that all of that was for me. It was never for him or about him because I didn't know him. So it could not be for him or about him. But the truth also is that if somebody would have told me at that time, in that moment, that all that I was doing had nothing to do with God and that I didn't actually know him, I would have smacked them and thanked the Holy Spirit for the strength to do so. My point is not in a condemning kind of way, but in like examine yourself, examine your heart. Do you actually know him? The truth of the matter is there's a fine line between knowing about God and referencing God like with quotation and actually knowing Jesus, understanding the nature and the character and the promises of God, like how he moves, like actually has characteristics and he behaves in a certain way. So when I hear something speaking to me, I know the difference between when it's him speaking and when it's my own thoughts and when the enemy is whispering, because I know his nature, I know his character, I know how he moves. Look at him, I look to his face. A child that knows their father, or any parent. Some people got bad relationships with their daddy, so I want to make space for that. Hear me with your heart. It's quite possible that you live a life separated from God but still going to church. It's quite possible. I've done it, and I didn't know that I was what the Bible classifies as a lukewarm believer. One, because I wasn't actually reading the Bible. Everything that I knew and everything that I heard came third party, fourth party, fifth party, regurgitated like a bird that chewed up some food and spit it in my mouth, and it's nasty. Kind of like that. You don't actually know him for yourself. Or ask yourself, do you? And if you do, you walk different, you look different, you live different, you talk different, you behave different. Everything changes when you know him well. That's my point. So the second chapter, Find God, is it's literally me exposing this line between the truth of who God really is and this like false Jesus. Get the deer. It's just there. Love deer. Is it deers? Multiple deer. I'm distracted by the deer. Do you actually know him? Or are you just going through the motions of what you think it's supposed to look like when someone knows him? He wants you to know him. If you don't, you ask him. Pray, Lord, am I? Reveal it to me. I keep seeing all these videos on social media. I keep hearing all of this about lukewarm believers. I get angry, or I get frustrated, or whatever emotion you attach to what happens when the Lord is convicting you about being a lukewarm believer or being surrounded by lukewarm believers and not also teaching and sharing what you know to be true. One of the two or the three, because there's There's many nuances to why God does a thing when he does a thing. But my point is, ask him. He wants you to know him. Galatians 3:16 says, the lukewarm believer will be spat out of the mouth of Christ. Well, because you were halfway and beyond. You were neither hot nor cold. You just been comfortable all your life claiming to be a Christian simultaneous. That's a bad, dangerous place to be. Trust me, and I thank God that he delivered me from it. But also he wants to do the same for you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm not afraid of a rebuke. I welcome correction. When the Lord uses other people, I welcome wisdom. People who have gone through spiritual maturation. Not just you older than me. You are mature in the spirit, huh? I'm only 2. I've been saved for 2 years. March of 2024 is when he came and found me. 2 years and 3 months-ish. I don't know everything. I don't profess to know everything, but I do know what information God gave me for this book, and I'm sharing it. I love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.